Yeah, so what I've done to this game is not good. I don't feel good about what I've done to this game. I currently have the game running in full screen at 720p because if I don't, I get like 30 FPS, maybe. Oh, water. Oh, this is... What have I done to the block game? Yeah, I've turned it into a Unity game, I think. I've moved it from Java to Unity. Look at how real this is. Oh, I don't remember which texture pack changes this UI to, like RuneScape 2, but it's one of them. By the way, if this looks what the fuck? If this looks really blurry, that's not you or the stream. That is just how this looks. This whole thing just feels like an eerily accurate knockoff. We have notchbacks that the game becomes Gamergate heaven. Yeah, you know who really ruined Minecraft? Women. When I was browsing mods, I did see a mug root beer mod, and I will admit I did not add it. And I'm sorry. I'll do better. But to be fair, the mod was ridiculous. You would have never known that I had it installed because you had to take the Ender Dragon egg and then put it in a fucking brewing stand. And then you brew that and it makes mug root beer. And then you drink it and it just like refills your hunger. Yeah, unfortunately there won't be any mug moments this stream. Oh my fucking god, it's getting dark. It's getting dark so Let's just get one of those in my offhand right now. Okay. A lesson learned, nighttime, real. I briefly considered installing a DaBaby mod, but it just didn't work out. And by it didn't work out, I mean I kind of forgot about it until just now. Fuck. This font sucks. Don't worry everyone, I know what I'm doing. Oh, there's fish, I guess. I guess I can investigate. I can look at the fish textures and the squid too. I haven't seen the squid. Yeah, you know what? Not bad, actually. I mean, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Much like a lot of these things. Oh, fuck. I almost forgot. Okay. Rain makes the blocks all shiny? Yeah, it's wet. You don't like wet? You don't like wet blocks? Look at that. Look at those wet blocks. What the Depending on the caves update? Meh. Oh my god, sheep! Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first crash. Oh yeah, maybe it crashed when I picked up that. Ooh, that might be bad. There's an instance of Minecraft already running.
Nice car. Perfect.
This is a deranged thought. I was reading like the phrase megabyte, or the abbreviation NBA. If you got a job in like IT at like a, I don't know, somewhere where you're like the IT guy, some small company where like a lot of people don't really know much, how long do you think you could last at that job if you like, not that you would get fired for this, but how long do you think you could go on saying, instead of megabyte, you said this isn't that funny. Why am I even laughing at this? You know what? Fuck this bit. Can I have the game crash again? Can I go back to before I started going down that dumb fucking rabbit hole of a joke? Look, now I really can't because I made myself laugh a lot right there. You couldn't hear it because I don't really audibly laugh very often. But like now if I say the bit and it's like, it's not funny and it isn't funny, now I like laughed at that and you'll know what I laughed at and then you'll be like, wow. You couldn't say that. I actually have tears in my eyes. You'll never know how unfunny that was. You will never know the resolution of that joke. I'll be honest, it was worse than mediocre. It was like a non-joke. It was just a dumb hypothetical. It legitimately was not funny. And I think me realizing that, like 3/4 of the way through saying it is why it's so funny. This is why I could never do stand-up. If I did stand-up, I would like write out like an immaculate 30-minute set, and then I would go on stage and just fucking dumpster it. I would do like the stand-up comedian thing where like they talk to the crowd and they ask people like, "Oh, hey, where are you from? What do you do?" I'd be like, "Hey, sir, you look like you got a bit of gray hair in the beard. How old are you, sir?" And you'd be like, "Oh, I'm turning 53 this summer." I'd be like, "Oh, wow, you're old, huh?" There would just be no joke. But like inside, I would be laughing my ass off. I kind of want to build a house. That seems like the Minecraft gamer thing to do. Maybe the crash happened because I was rendering too many chunks too quickly. Yeah, you know, I think that might be... Start committing adultery next. In-game? I don't know how I would... Well, maybe if I find a village. Wow, look at these chests, though. Hold on, let me get the double. Wow. Wow, look at that apple. Look at that image of an apple. Oh god, did that just... That minimized all of my windows, and also my chat windows on my side monitor are like double their normal size. I don't know why that is. When I tab back into the game, all of the other windows on all of my other monitors minimize. I almost freaked out for a second because I thought everything crashed. Yeah, that's... The motion blur really, helps. Okay, good experiment, good experiment. You know, thing about, real life, it's just so hard to see all the time. And that's why Minecraft might be the best simulator I've ever played. Honestly, if I were watching this stream, I would consider either like getting prescription lenses or intensifying my prescription. What is glowing in these tree leaves? Oh, that's reflections of the torches on the ground. That hurts. I just left fucking plants everywhere. I hate when I go outside and there's like fucking sticks on the ground. I don't get littering. Like, take your sticks home. Put them in the garbage. I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm sure this is nothing. Yeah, see, it's fine. I still don't have iron. I'm 2 hours into this stream and I do not have iron. But that's just realism. It took man like hundreds, if not thousands of years to develop iron tools. Why this looks like you're playing Conan Exiles? It's because I am. My eyes. You know, ordinarily, I would think this, like, just block cube fucking design is, like, you know, kind of whatever. But having, like, this bottom layer and the lighting hitting it just right, you know, it kind of goes hard. Kind of gives, like, a... Oh, what the fuck's that guy's name? The fucking architect guy? Andrew Lloyd Webber? Frank Lloyd Wright is who I was trying to think of. Except Frank Lloyd Wright didn't even make these kinds of square buildings. That was actually like I.M. Pei, but like, you know, Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote Cats. This sand is like a texture. And this grass, this is also a texture, but it's like a different texture. This is like a pixelated, less realistic texture. This gravel is a stock image. Kind of making you want to play Minecraft as you can see it not looking terrible. HD. I'm gonna either get iron and return successfully, or I'm gonna die. I would not like to do it in water though. If I'm gonna die, I'd like to die in like a real, you know, an open cave, as God intended. Crash number 4, baby. Maybe I should lower the res to like 480p. Oh, that would be... Hold on, I gotta see how that looks. Ooh, yeah. Yes. Yo! I think I'm actually gonna play the rest of the stream like this. Oh my god, the frame drop. If I crash at this resolution, I don't even know what the... I did not summon that. I did not do that. That was not my fault. My OBS just said its encoder was being overloaded. Toss the whole computer and get a new one. What do you mean? My computer's a beast. Look at it, it's running this at 35 FPS. I enjoy being a fake straight. Yes, that's why I don't have a separate PC for capturing. Never mind the fact that if I plugged in a second PC, my breaker would trip. My breaker would trip before I even plugged it in. Okay, here we go. 48 FPS. We're out of the woods. We're out of the woods. And look at that. There's water. That's not a cave. Is this iron or copper? If this is copper. It's copper. Hey, I can see my... I mean, I can see a shape that resembles my house from here. I'll never find a cave that isn't filled with water. I mean, they have to exist. Moon looks like a sticker. I mean, you're right, but why did you say it like that? Hey, a cave. It's water. Oh. No. Wait. Yeah, that's water down there. I heard it splash. This is like what you see when you wake up at like 1 in the morning to get like a cup of water. This is just that vision. Holy fuck, a cave. Cave? Cave? Please don't like knock me into it again. It's water. It's water. It's water. It's water. It's water. It's all water.